All right, welcome you guys. Real quick video here on how to use the black folder. This is Al King, CEO and founder of Top Networkers Group, Chief Educational Officer for the 1MLM system. Wearing a lot of hats here as usual. This is a training on our tool known as the black folder. The black folder is really one of our most dynamic tools for the discussion on group economics and the economic empowerment of Black people here in America. Now, this is not to exclude other groups, but frankly, other groups have plenty of outlets, and the Black community does not have nearly enough outlets which focus primarily on their empowerment and their story and what they've gone through and what they need to do in order to recover for many of the things that have happened to Black people in America. And so, again, this is not to exclude others. It's an open platform. People can always visit the black folder regardless of your race and your nationality. Everyone is welcome to work with Top Networkers Group regardless of your race, ethnicity, background, and whatsoever. But again, we just wanted to make sure that our people have something special, something that appeals and applies to their life, to their path. Because being Black in America is a different experience from what other cultures experience in this country. And there are things that are happening and have happened. And the only way we can turn some of these things around is to start doing things that will benefit the entire community rather than just individuals in the community. And that brings us full circle to the 1MLM system, to Top Networkers Group, to everything that I feel is possible through the MLM business model. Now, for those who are familiar with our platform, Top Networkers Group is about team over company. In other words, we put the team first. We're about organizing ourselves as a network marketing company that is prepared for the fifth wave, which means that we do take on multiple platforms. We do take on multiple companies. But it's all in an organized fashion. And so we highly recommend that you do take the time to educate yourself on what we're doing with the 1MLM system. So speaking of which, let us venture into the black folder. And I want to switch to the screen share and just tell you a couple of things about the black folder, which I believe are going to help so many of you who are wondering how to actually use this, tool. And it's pretty simple, to be totally honest with you. What I want to do is I want to draw your attention to the address bar. And this is the username of a team member who's pretty new to the team. Okay. And what you will notice here in the black folder is that there are several videos over here on the right. And this is an ongoing library that will continue to grow. And again, I encourage you to come here and look at and watch every single one of these videos. Because again, these all relate to the Black experience. And these all back up any debate on group economics. There are people who say, can it work? Will it work? Well, this folder pretty much puts an end to that debate and says, listen, folks, this is the way out. This is what we must do. We must economically empower ourselves in order to fight back. There's a lot coming at us. There's a lot of things that we need. And many of the things that we need require funding. So how do we take care of ourselves and make sure that we're able to make money, especially in the MLM industry, right? Because again, listen, just because the MLM industry is a great way to make money, it doesn't mean that other cultures always want to do business with you. And again, this is a frank conversation. And some of you may or may not be ready for the frank conversation, but if we can be honest, when we look at the MLM industry as a whole, when we look at companies within the MLM industry, we actually see things like Black companies, which are companies that are almost primarily Black. And that really shouldn't happen in the MLM industry because anybody can join any company. So what's what's most likely happening is people are still choosing to network in a segregated fashion. And normally that hurts Black people, because Black people are one of the only ethnic groups in America that doesn't put a priority on practicing group economics, on actually spending their dollar and spending their money with one another. So when I'm looking at the fifth wave of network marketing, and when I'm looking at what's happening here, there are so many companies right now to today, it's crazy. And it's even crazier for us to argue and haggle over whose company is better. You and I don't own these companies, right? So what makes the most sense here? And just giving you 1 second here because I want to make sure that we're still coming through here live. Because where I am, I do have a couple of mic shortages here. All right. And not really hearing the feedback there, but it looks like the mic is still going there. So I hope you guys can still hear what I'm saying to you. We have to have an organized approach to making money in the industry, because again, there are just too many companies, and we don't own any of these companies. So what we have to instead is focus on the network that we can build and create together. Okay. We need to focus on the team, not the company. See, that's our message. That's our approach. That's what we feel is going to benefit more people in MLM. And that's point blank, period. But especially that should be the case for Black people. I'm just being real here. We have to network with one another, and we have to create a financial base for each other. And again, I feel that the system we've put together will allow our people to do just that very thing. Again, we have, all that information is explained here in this presentation. So what you really need to do, again, in terms of how to use the Black folder, is if you're part of our team, you want to give this page out. You want to post this on Facebook. Now, what you'll see here in this area, and this area is going to change as we go, but and as we grow. Look, you want to share this page on your social network. So especially on Facebook, on Twitter, on G+, on Pinterest, you want to actually put these links where people can see them. Okay. Now, what you want to understand about it is each one of these links are going to be personalized to you. These are uniquely personalized links that track back to you. And that was what I was actually going to show you here on this page. Now, if you'll notice, I'm actually signed into Facebook. So what I'm seeing here is how this page looks for a business partner, someone who's a member of Top Networkers Group, someone who's a member of the 1MLM system. Okay. And again, as you can see, there are no comments down here. And these, stats here, all sort of tell the story of this page. But here's what I want to do. I want to backtrack here, I believe, and show you how this page looks. Now, this is my page. Okay. Just so you guys can see what's going on here. Okay. So on my page, as you can see, because this is a unique URL, it will show you, a certain amount of people have liked the post, and it'll show you how many times this page has been tweeted out. And also what you'll see are comments from people that that I know. So in other words, what you can do here with this tool is you can share the same page that I'm sharing, and your friends, your contacts who comment on the page, that conversation, that thread is going to be limited to you and your network. So this isn't something that will allow any of your sponsors or your business partners to steal your people or to interject, right? They're going to have their own unique comment thread as well. That's how the search engines treat this. That's how Facebook treats this. So this is going to be very important and very vital for you to understand as you're going forward, as you're sharing this tool, because I think that's going to help many of you with even having confidence in using the tool, knowing that it's going to be unique to you. So again, this is just so happens that one of my good friends here has been sharing his comments on some of the content. Let's go here. This is actually a page that has gotten a lot of shares and a lot of activity. It's been tweeted out 11 times. About 2,000 or so people have liked it on Facebook, as you guys can see here. It's an excellent video. And again, as you will see, a bunch of folks are commenting, and these are all unique. Again, this is a unique thread. So if I go to this exact same page here and I simply swap out the team ID here, okay. So this again is going to be for a business partner. This is their unique URL. This is exactly how Facebook treats this. Okay, as you can see, there are no likes here on this page yet, no tweets, and also no comments. So in other words, again, this is, and I'm not throwing any shade. This person just got started with the team, so I'm not showing you that they don't have any comments or anything for any of that reason. But this is just to sort of show you that that each unique person, on our team, will have a unique page. So you aren't sharing my page. You aren't sharing something that's public. It's actually a private page for you as a member of our team. And again, this has everything personalized coming back to you. So when it comes time to actually watch the presentation and it comes time to actually get started, this person will end up getting started with a member of our team. All right. Now, again, of course, for those of you who don't know, I'm just going to throw out a little random thing here. If a person ever comes to a page and it's not an actual username, an actual registered user of our team, if the username is wrong, this is sort of the page that most people see. And so again, one of the things that you want to make sure that you do is you want to make sure you always give out the proper links. The proper links are always in your back office. You want to log in right there, log in to the members area, get the proper links. Now, I suggest, again, sharing these types of pages on your social media. So one of the ways that you can do that is, again, you can hit the share button, and the share button will pop up, and it will allow you to maybe type something. Maybe you can ask questions that are related to the video. These are things that you'll want to do to get people interested who are in your network on your social media in checking out the video. You want to say something to them like, hey, would you be interested in the 10 reasons that blacks must turn off the television? Would you like to understand how television is harming our people? Would you like to listen to something that is educational and empowering at the same time? There's so many ways that you can come at it. And if you need help with this, please ask for help. Again, if you don't know how to do something, always ask for help. But this is something that I recommend, that you have powerful questions, powerful statements that you ask people when you're sharing content, because you want them to take action. And it's following a lot of what we train you on in our system. That you want to pique people's interest. You want to get people interested and then have them take action. So do that when you're sharing links on your social media. Do the same thing with Twitter. Let me close this extra page here now. And I'm very sorry. I'm just now realizing that by me doing the screen share, these pop-up links are actually in their own screen, so you can't actually see what's going on there. But what happens is when you click here, there's a pop-up. There's a pop-up for Facebook. There's a pop-up for Twitter. And same with Google Plus, right? They do a little pop-up here. Maybe you guys can see that. I'm really not sure. Let me see if that comes up for you. I don't think that showed either. All right. Yeah, actually, I think yeah. Okay. So you guys can actually see the Google. Let me do this here. Okay. And also Pinterest, right? And we're probably going to add some more as soon as we have the opportunity. And this is going to continue to improve. In the future, we're also considering actually running some advertisement on these pages, primarily because, again, these are free tools that you're not paying for. These are tools that you're going to be able to use, again, to grow your business. See, when you're sharing content like this, and again, when we just take the real quick scroll through the archives here and you see how much content is in here, what you're actually looking at here is tons of unique content, tons of things that people can have conversations about, tons of things that people can watch and get inspired and learn and get educated on and understand why we're having this conversation, why group economics matters, why we as Black people should actually put an effort towards working with one another and empowering one another economically. And also, creating that network so that we have a team where we can push just about any product and or service through our network and make money and really look out for people in our network. There's so much good and so much positivity that we can do with an MLM business model. And that's what Top Networkers Group is about. That's what it's always been about. For those of you who are looking at our organization and who are thinking about being a leader in the organization, that's one of the things that we're looking at doing as an organization is, looking out for our entire organization, not just ourselves. We as leaders are always going to be taking on a different responsibility than the people who are just following and who are just joining the movement because they just want to make a few dollars. But one of the things about Top Networkers Group from jump is this has always really been mostly a leadership movement. And frankly, for those of you who are listening, most of what I've been doing is looking for a leadership council, people to work with. So those of you who are watching this video now, I applaud you. But again, if you actually take the time to use this tool and start seeing some of the results that you're getting from this tool, then you're one of the people who has the possibility of being a leader in our organization. Leaders do what works. And if I'm showing you my results and I'm showing you that, I'm getting comments, I'm getting feedback, and that, I'm getting people who are signing up, and that I'm sharing these tools and putting these conversations out on my social media, if I'm doing it, then maybe you should do it too. And I'm just being totally honest for those of you who want to make money in this industry. It's really about duplication. It's not about what works. It's about what's duplicatable. And in our line of work, ladies and gentlemen, you want to be duplicatable and you want to duplicate. And so again, this stuff is working for me. I highly recommend that you do it too. I'm just going to show you my Pinterest really quickly. And just so you can have an idea of what's going on in here. I want to show you this folder here. This is the black folder. This is on my Pinterest. I'm very active on Pinterest. I suggest you get active on Pinterest. Be active on social media, you guys. Watch our social media for our social networking for money training. But, again, these are all getting views, and these are getting pins, and these are getting repinned. And these are all ongoing sources of traffic for me. Some of these I posted several months ago, and people are continually, looking through them. And what I'm going to simply do is go through and put more and more, videos and more content in the folder. So these are just some ideas and some tips. I generally put the hashtag, the black folder in there. Highly recommend that you do the same. And again, if you have any questions or any comments, leave them on the video. Get in touch with somebody, get some help with this, and share the tool. Let it do most of the work for you, as it will help sort out and find business partners who understand this importance for us to start practicing group economics together now. So thank you again, you guys. Start using the black folder, one MLM system, Top Networkers Group.